So, good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I welcome to all the students for this online education platform. You people are there at your home, but still we people are connecting to each other through this online platform. And there is good news for you people. Maybe from 1st of December,
Sir,
you're going to come in the school.
yes, sir, I know this. I want to ask to you this, sir. Ki sir,
Oh,
one
okay, we'll start the class. Okay, so today's we are going to see mathematics, and in mathematics we are going to see the new concept which is used while solving the mathematical sums which are based on important concept of mathematics.
sir, please tell loud.
Okay, I'll tell loudly. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ramnath Sontakke. I'm from Shodi Crossroad, Mumbai Public School. I'm going to teach you mathematics. But before going to start the class, I would like to tell more about our officers. Our administrative officer, Mrs. Veena Samone Madam. I would like to say thanks to all these people. Our nodal bit officer, Sharad Purade sir. Nodal HM, Mrs. Mary Pushpam Paul Madam. Assistant Nodal HM, Mrs. Manpreet Kaur Anand Madam. And CNO, Mr.
Mr.
Ratil Kurungule sir. Students, before going to start the class, we should start anything with a good thought. Okay, wait. What I said, don't say anything in between. So today's thought is what? All power is within you. You can do anything and everything. What is the meaning of this thought? This thought is said by Swami Vivekananda.
Vivekanand.
What is the intention behind this thought? Means the power is there inside you people only. Means there is a power which motivate us, which tell, which guide to do something special, to do something different. Means we can do anything, we can achieve whatever the things which we want to achieve. We can easily achieve them when we have desire, when we have that power. I would like to give one example of this. Anuruma Sinha is one of the lady of India who was threw from the train by the robbers. She fell down and she got injury, but still she identifies power and she overcome from that problem. She lost her legs, but he overcome from that problem and he climbed the Everest mountain. Means here I would like to say, if you have that power, you can do anything, you can achieve anything. So students, let's start our lesson. Students, what do you see here? Yes, Lakshmi, what do you see here?
Sir, tomato.
Okay, tomato. This tomato is divided into how many parts, beta?
Two, sir.
Two. Very good. Now, what do you see here, students?
One half the whole.
Okay, it is an apple. Okay, it is an apple over here. Okay, first one is what? One whole part. And when you think about the second part, so this apple is divided into how many parts?
Two
Two
parts.
parts. So this half part is called what?
One half of the whole.
One half of the whole. And what about second part? It is
One
also
half of the whole.
very good. Excellent. After this, students, tell me, what is it? It is a circle. Okay. Now, student, this is the whole part or half part?
Whole part.
Whole part.
Whole
Very
part.
good. Excellent. Excellent. Very good. What about this? Tell me the shaded part.
1.
It is
Half shaded part.
half shaded part. This is the half shaded part. And what is this? This is half unshaded.
Half part. Half
Unshaded.
unshaded part.
Very good. What about this?
Fractions. 1.
Okay, this is the fraction, but this is which part? It is a
1
quarter.
upon First one is the whole part. There will be 2 parts, 1/2, and then there will be after 1/4 and after 3/4.
Okay, so what we call to all these things?
Factor.
Fraction. So students, today we are going to see more about fraction. Means we are going to learn about decimal fraction. You all are familiar with fraction. You know the types of fraction because already I taught this concept in the previous lesson. Okay, but now we are going to see about decimal
Fractions.
What we are going to learn?
Okay.
Decimal fraction.
Fraction.
Okay, so now students, if you observe these two diagrams, this and this, what will be the fraction of this diagram?
So the fraction is this diagram is 0.5.
No. I am
What
asking about the
decimal.
normal fraction.
Decimal.
I am asking about the normal fraction. How many shaded parts are there out of these two?
And there will be 0 and 2 point, and there will 0 will be coming
It is Samiksha. There are two parts. Out of these two parts, how many are colored?
1/2.
Okay, one part is colored. And how many total equal parts are there?
2
parts.
parts.
What will be the fraction?
1/2. 1/2.
Okay. What about this diagram now? What will be the fraction? How many total equal parts are there?
8.
That will be the denominator. And how many are colored?
4.
Okay. How many are not colored?
4 is 4.
Okay, 4. There are 4 parts. So what will be the fraction of this diagram? 4/8.
4/8. 4 is
Very good, excellent. Now, students,
and 8 is denominator.
okay. So this is what is the fraction? 1/2 and
4/8.
okay, but students, we are going to learn how to convert this fraction into this form, and this form is called decimal
fraction.
So how to read this? 0.5. Okay, and how to read this?
0.5.
Very good, excellent. So students, we are going to learn about decimal fraction. Before going to start it, I would like to tell about decimal fraction. You just listen it. A fraction where the denominator, that is the bottom number, is power of 10, such as 10, 100, 1000, etc., called decimal fraction. Now, what is a decimal fraction here? What they are telling? A fraction whose denominator is, suppose if I am writing here 2/10. So what is the denominator here?
10.
10 is the denominator. Okay. So this fraction is having denominator. Okay. Means 10 is the number which comes in the power of, which is the power of 10, which comes in the table of 10. Okay. You can take 3/100 also. So 100 is coming in the table of what?
Denominator.
Yes, 10. 10 tens are
10. 10 times 100.
very good. So you can take, if I am writing here 9/1000. So 1000 is also the power of what?
Denominator.
1000 is the power of what? 10.
10.
Okay, so you should remember one thing. If the fraction is having 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, means any number which is having 0. So that fraction is called decimal.
Fraction.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. So that is what?
Yes.
Decimal fraction. Now students, we'll see more thing about it. Okay. We can write this decimal fraction with the decimal point. When we want to write the fraction into the decimal fraction, that time we need to use the decimal point. Okay. So here you can see some examples over here. It is what? 1 upon 10. What is it? 1 upon
1/10.
10. So how to read it? It is how to read 1 upon 10, or you can say 1/10. What we can say?
0.1.
We can say 1/10, or we can say 1 upon 10, or we can write this fraction into decimal form, that is 0.1. Okay, what we call to this? 1 upon?
1/10.
Okay. What is the other word for it? 1/10.
1/10.
Or we can say,
10.
or we can say
0.10. And
0.1.
0.1.
Okay, so students, will see when the number is in decimal form, that time we should know their important parts of the decimal number. The numbers which are there before the decimal point, they are called whole number.
Number.
They are called whole
Whole
number.
number.
And the digits which comes after the decimal point, they are called,
Fraction part.
that is what? Fractional part. That is what? Fractional part. But students, the point which we use in between this digit, that point is called
Decimal point.
decimal point. Samiksha, tell me, is there Samiksha?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Samiksha, tell me what we call to this part.
25.
What we call to this part. Is it whole number or fraction?
Whole number.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Now, students, I am going to tell you more about this. Now, this is 25.386. How to read this? 25.386. Okay. Now, this 2 is at which place? It is at 10th place. 5 is at which place?
Unit.
Unit place. But the digits which comes after the decimal point, how to read them? The digit which is there just after the decimal point, that is what? Tens. So how many tens are there? 3 tens are there. And the digit which is after this 3, that is what? Hundreds. After this 6, which is there after 8, that is what? 1000. Okay, so these are the important parts of the decimal number or decimal fraction. The digits or the number which comes before the decimal point, they are called whole number, and the digits which comes after the decimal point, they are called fractional part. What they are called? What they are called, Lakshmi? Fractional part. Okay. Now, students, we'll see about the decimal point. Now we people are knowing about how to read the decimal fraction, but we will see more about decimal point. Now it is a point or dot we use to separate the whole number part from the fractional part of a decimal number. Then why we use decimal point? To separate the whole number part and fractional part. Very easy concept is there. Means we need to separate the whole number part As well as we need to separate the, what we need to separate?
Because this is a decimal number and this is a fraction.
Yes, fractional part. So that's why what we use here?
Point.
Decimal point.
Decimal point.
Okay, so decimal number is a number that consists of whole number and a fractional part. What is a decimal number? The decimal number is a number which consists of whole number
Whole number.
as well as fractional part. Is it clear?
Yes.
After this, students, now we are knowing about the decimal fraction. We know how to write the decimal number, how to use the decimal point. Now we will see how to convert the fraction into decimal form. Now, Lakshmi, can you tell? Can you read this fraction?
Sir, can I read Shanta?
It is 3 upon 4. Okay. Hassan, how to read this?
Sir, which one?
This one. It means that you are not listening.
2 upon 5.
Okay. So what are these? These are the fraction.
Fraction.
Now, students, we will see how to convert this fraction into what? Decimal fraction. Okay. So 3 upon 4 can be written like this, 0.75 in the decimal form. What is the decimal form of 2 upon 5?
0.4.
0.4. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Now, student, we will see how to convert this fraction into decimal form. Okay. Student, what is this? What is the fraction over here?
3 upon 8.
3 upon 8. Means we have to divide this 3 by what?
8.
By 8. Now, student, can I divide this 3 by 8?
No.
No.
Dividing.
So what I will do? 8 zeros are
0.
0. What will come down?
3.
3 will come. Now,
Sir,
students,
that
can I
will be-
divide this?
you
Can I
have to
divide this
put
3 by 8?
point. You have to put point there.
Yeah. I know, but can I divide this 3 by 8?
No.
No.
So I have to take here 0 and then I have to put here
Why?
decimal point. Now 8, these are how much?
30.
24.
No, sir. It could be here. 30. And
8
8
threes are how much? It is 24. 8 ones are 8. 8 twos are 16. 8 threes are 24. Okay. If I
Sir,
subtract this
six will-
24.
six
Okay.
will be coming there.
Okay. If I subtract 24 from 30, what will come here? 6 will come. So I cannot divide 6 again by 8. So I will take 0. Okay, so it will become 60.
Sir, we don't want to put written points
Yes,
there.
there is no need to put decimal point again and again. When we take decimal point once,
Only
then there
one
is no need
time.
to take again and
Only
again.
one time we have to put
Yeah.
decimal.
So when you divide this 3 by 8, what answer you will get there?
60 then.
No, you will get answer 0.37 what?
75.
Yeah. So what is the decimal form of 3 upon 8?
0.375.
Wrong. It is 0.375. There is no need to read 375 because the digits are coming after decimal point. So we have to read each and every digit like 3, 7 and 5. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Samiksha, you read this number.
0.24 is
Very
answer.
good. 0.24. Don't say 0.24. 25 is a whole number. but these two digits are coming after decimal point. So we should never say it is 24. Now students, as we are knowing about decimal fraction, means a decimal fraction which is having the denominator which is the power of 10.
Sir, we will be doing like this also, na? Two simplifications. Two fours are 8 and two fives are 10.
Yes, better. We can divide it, but the answer will come in the fraction form. But we want answer in what?
0.
Decimal form. Okay, decimal form. There should be the point. Now, what is the fraction over here?
8 upon 10
8
is
upon 10.
So now students, how to convert this 8 upon 10 in the decimal form? Just look it and try to understand. What is the
Sir.
numerator here?
Sir, I tell on my
What is the numerator here?
10.
8.
Beta, I am asking about the numerator, not denominator.
8 is the denominator.
8. So write that 8 as it is. Now tell me what is the denominator?
10 is a denominator.
Very good. How many zeros are there?
1 zeros are there.
Okay, so when 1 0 is there, that time from left side, put decimal point after one digit. Means after this one digit, means after this 8, you have to put decimal point.
Point and 0. And 0.
Here, 0. So what will be the decimal form of 8 upon 10?
0.8.
Okay, what is the decimal form of 83 upon 100 now?
0.8.
0.83.
Means you have to write 83. And how many zeros are there in the 100?
102 zeros.
So leave two digits from left side, 1, 2, and put here
Decimals.
decimal form. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
So there will be 10,000 and left. Then we have to do like this.
yes, we have to leave 3 digits from
Like
left
this.
side.
There
Or
will
right
be
side.
3,000.
We have
Then we
to-
have to put 3 digits, and after then we have to put point and 0.
Yes, we have to leave 3 digits from right side. Okay. We have to leave 3 digits from right side. 1, 2, 3, and put here
Point
decimal
and
point.
0.
And write here 0. So what is the answer? 0.083.
0.083.
Okay. After this, we will convert this fraction into decimal form. So
Sir, 0.25 is the answer.
very good. First of all, you have to write 25. How many zeros are there?
2.
So leave 2 digits from right side. 1, 2, and put here decimal point.
Point and 0.
And write here 0 because nothing is there. You just put here 0. Now Lakshmi, what is the answer of this fraction? 276 divided by 1000.
Miss, sir, Lakshmi is not here.
Okay, Hassan is there.
No, sir. 0.25. Sir, I can.
Okay, Samiksha, you only tell.
0.276 is the answer.
No, it is 0.276.
So it's 0.276.
Don't say it. 0.276. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now,
Sir, there will be so much noise.
beta, I request to other people, please don't talk with your family members. Try to mute your mic. If you are not interested to answer, please try to mute your mic.
So how the answer will be coming 4 upon 10?
Yes, I am going to tell you. Just listen and try to observe it very carefully. What is the fraction here?
2 upon 5.
2 upon 5. So students, here you have to observe the denominator. Is it 10? 5
No.
is the denominator. Is it 10?
Yes, 5 2s are 10.
I am asking that 2 upon 5 is the fraction where 5 is the power of 10?
No.
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 So we have to convert that 5 into the power of 10. So in the table of 5, when does come 10?
The 5 twos are and
So
2
you
twos
have
are.
to multiply both the numerator and denominator by what?
चादर है
By 2.
अरे
5
पर
twos
है
are
तो
how much?
चादर ले लो मुझे भी चाहिए
Beta, don't talk. 5 twos are how much?
5
10.
twos are 10 and 2 twos are 4.
Okay. So what is the fraction here which we have got? 4 upon?
4 upon 10.
What is the decimal fraction of 4 upon 10?
0.4. That will be 1 0. Then
0.4
4.
Is it
And
clear?
after then point and 0. Then
Is
0.
it-
0.4 is the answer.
Very good, very good. So is it clear to you?
Yes.
yes
So what is the decimal form of this 3 upon 50?
3 upon 50 is multiplied by 4. No, 2.
2. Very good, because make this 50. You convert
100.
this 50 into
100.
100.
Make it 50. 100.
So what will be your decimal form?
0.06.
Very good. What about this 6 upon 25?
6 upon 25 multiplied by 4.
Very good. 25 is multiple by 4, then only it will become 100. So
6
as you will
4s
get
are
denominator as
24.
100,
6
you
4s
will
are
get
24. 25 4s are 100. 0.24 is the answer.
very good. What about this 5 upon 4?
5 upon 4 is multiplied by
Now, yes, Samiksha, just listen it. Now 5 upon 4 is the fraction. Okay, we need to convert this 4 into the power of 10. So in the table of 4, when does come 100? 4 25 are how much? 4 25 are 100 and 5 25 are 125. So what will be the decimal form of this 125 upon 100?
1.25.
Very good. So in this way, you can easily convert the fraction into decimal form. Okay. After this, students will see more about how to convert the fraction into decimal form. You have to remember one first step, that is convert the fraction into an equivalent fraction with the denominator 10 or 100 or 1000. Means you have to make the denominator which comes in the power of 10, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore, like this. Okay, after that, what you have to do? Write down the numerator. Okay, write down the numerator. After writing the numerator, you have to leave the digits from the right side. First of all, you have to check out how many zeros are there in the denominator. If there are 2 zeros, how many digits you are going to leave from right side? Now, Samiksha, tell me what is the numerator here in this fraction?
999.
Okay, so write down this 999. How many zeros are there in the denominator?
3 zeros. Then 0.999 is the answer.
Means we have to leave 3 digits from the right side and put decimal point.
Hello,
Is
sir.
it? No, beta, yes.
Sir, please show this one. Which one you have shown first?
This
Yes.
one.
So there will be शायद यहाँ पे अगर 100 और 999 रहता तो we have to put on 9. The answer will be 9.99. ना?
Means what you are asking, if there is 999 upon 100 is there, right?
100. Yes.
So that time
Then
what
the
you have to
answer
do,
will be
write down the numerator,
9.99.
check out how many zeros are there in 100.
2.
So
Then
leave this
I
2
told
digits
you
from right
the
side and
answer will
put your
be
decimal.
9.99, no?
Yes, 9.99 is your decimal form of 999 upon 100. Now again we'll see in the figure how to write fraction
0.1 is the
into,
answer. Then
yeah, but just check out in the figure now. Check out in the figure. Samiksha, tell me how many equal parts are there in the first diagram? 10 equal parts. How many are colored? It is 1 upon 10. And we can write that in the decimal form, that is 0.1. Okay. Now 7
No.
upon 10 is also,
1.
we can also write that in the decimal form. So how to write?
Then there will be 1 0. Then after 7, then we will be
No,
putting 0 and 0.
before 7, not after 7.
Yes, before 7 we will be putting point, and then after we will put their zeros. Then
Yes, we
the
have
answer will be
to.
0.7.
You can take this fraction also. We can write this in the decimal form. There are 2 zeros in the fraction, means in the denominator. So we can leave 2 digits from right side and we can put that 0.
Answer. 0.18 is the answer.
Okay, Lakshmi is there in the meeting.
No, she is not here.
Okay, read this fraction, beta.
Sir Shreyas Shriyan Shaidwakar is here.
Okay, Priyansh, read this.
Sir, he is also not here. Sir, I can read.
Okay, read.
Yes. So 557 is numerator upon 1000 is the denominator.
And what is the decimal form?
There will be 3 zeros are there. Then we have to numerator there will be only 2 digits. Then we have to put 1 0. Then after point, no, before point, before we have to put 0. Then before after we have to put point and 0. Then the
Okay,
answer will be
simple thing is that
0.57.
simple thing is that leave 3 digits from right side and put decimal point.
Yes.
Okay, if there is 57, but in the 57 there are no 3 digits, so write 57. Okay, we need to leave 3 digits from right side. So 1 2 is there, but 3 is not there. Then put here 0, then decimal point. After this, we'll see how to convert this mixed fraction into decimal form. How to convert this mixed fraction into decimal form.
We have to multiply for this, and then we have to add on with 9. Like
Yeah.
10 that 30.
I am going to tell you 2
30.
methods, but I am going to tell you 2 methods. Just try to listen it. Now the first mixed fraction is what? 3 and 9 upon 10. So you need to convert this mixed fraction into fraction. So multiply this denominator with the whole number. What is that? 10 multiplied by 3. And add numerator with this upon 10.
39 is the answer.
So
39 upon
10
10.
is how much? 30. Plus 9 is what?
39 upon 10.
39 upon 10. So what will be the decimal fraction of this?
So, the 3.9.
Right, because there is only 1 0 in the denominator. So we have to leave only 1 digit from right side and put their decimal point. This is the first method. Now I am going to tell you the second method, how to write this in the decimal form when the mixed fraction is given there. Student, write, just tell me which is the whole number here in this fraction.
3.
3 is the whole number. After that, put their decimal point. What is the numerator here in the fraction?
9.
Write that 9. This is the second method. Is it clear?
Yes.
Sorry. Is it clear?
Yes.
After this, tell me what is the decimal form of this fraction?
1.4.
Very good. What is the decimal form of this fraction?
5.3. 5.3.
So this is the second method to convert this mixed fraction into decimal form.
Fraction.
Now, after that, we are going to see what is the tenths, what is the hundredths, what is the thousandths, which comes after decimal point. Now, students, if there is 1 upon 10 is there, okay. And if you want to divide this into 10 equal parts, then what will be the first part of this 1 upon 10? 1 upon 100.
10 is the first part.
No. If there is a fraction that is 1 upon 10, and if I want to divide this into 10 equal parts, so what will be the first part?
So I
1
don't
upon
understand
100.
what are you telling.
Beta, if there is 1 upon 10 is the fraction,
Yes.
and if you want to divide that into 10 equal parts, so the
Yes.
first part will be what? 1 upon 100. Is it clear? What is the first part?
Listen. That will be 1 upon 10. Then we have to put 1 0 also.
Yes. That is the first part.
Yes.
Because we are making how many equal parts of this 1 upon 10?
Oh, 10 equal parts.
So what will be the first part of this 10?
100 is the first part.
1 upon 100 is the first part.
Then 1000.
So we can divide. If there is 14 upon 100 is there.
Yes.
If there is 14 upon 100 is there. So what is the decimal form of this?
0.14.
Okay, 0.14, right? So what we can do? We can do here. How many tens are there in 14? How many tens are there in 14?
No.
1 tens are there, right? Means you have to write 10 in the numerator and write denominator, that is what? 100 plus, what is the unit over here?
14.
4 is the unit. So you can write 4 and what is the denominator? 100.
100.
Okay.
So
in this
14
way,
upon 100.
yeah, 4 upon 100. These are the two fraction which we have got here. Now you can divide this. 10 ones are 10 and 10 tens are how much?
No, sir, we will doing the simplifications for this.
100. Yeah, 100. Now you can divide, you can add this 1 upon 10 with what? 1 upon 100. Means what is that part? That is 14 upon 100. So when there are two digits, that time it is called 100. When there are two digits, that time it is called what?
100.
100. Okay. Now again we'll see how to convert this mixed fraction into the decimal form. Okay. Now students, tell me what is the decimal form of this 4 upon 10?
4 upon 10 is decimal forms of 0.4.
0.4. And what is the whole number here?
3 is a whole number.
So what will be your decimal form?
3.4.
Okay.
Sir,
After
I
this,
understand this one. Place value of decimal
now we'll
fraction.
see the place value. Now students, you know how to read the decimal number, how to convert the fraction into decimal form. Now we are going to see how to write the place value of the decimal fraction. Students, we can determine the place value of the digits in the decimal fraction in the same way that we determine the place value of the digits in the whole number. We are familiar with the place value of the whole numbers. If I write 24, so what is the place value of this 4? 4 is the place value.
4 is the place value of 4.
And what is the place value of this 2?
20.
Why? Because 2 is at which place?
100. No,
It is
10th place. 10th place.
Yes, it is at 10th place. So that's why it will be 20. Means 20 is your place value. Okay. But students, when we need to show the place value of the digits which are there in the decimal form, that time what we have to do, just try to understand. See, after decimal point, whatever the digits are coming, what will be their place value? The first digit which comes after the decimal point, that is what? Tenths.
10th place.
When the digit comes after the tens, what we call to that?
100th place.
100th place. After that,
1000th.
1000th place. After that,
10,000.
so students, tell me what is the place value of this one, which is before decimal point?
1.
1. But the digits which comes after the decimal point, what will be the place value? It is 1 upon 10, or it is 0.1.
Yes, I know it. 0.1 is a decimal form.
Place value of the digits which comes after the decimal point. But the first digit is what? Tens. Second digit is what?
100.
100. Third digit is what?
1000.
1000. Fourth digit is what?
10,000.
Now we'll see one more thing about it with the example. Student, just take out this.
Sir,
Now
your
tell
voice
me,
is not coming.
Samiksha, tell me.
What, sir? Your voice is not coming.
Okay. Now, am I audible to you?
Yes, just audible. Yeah.
Now just take out. The digit which comes after the decimal point. What is the place value of these two?
Tenth.
It is 2 upon 10, or you can say
0.2.
2. What is the place value of this one?
100.
So what is the place value?
Place value of 100.
Is 1 upon
100.
100, or you can say
1,
0.1.
0.1.
No, it is 0.01.
0.1.
What is the place value of this two?
2.
Yes,
1000.
it is what? 1000. So it is what? 2 upon. Now, Samiksha, better read this number. Who will read this number? So the number is 6945.3728. So what is the place value of this 3? It is 3 upon 10, or you can say 0.3. What is the place value of this 7? It is 7 upon 10, or you can say 0.07. Okay, now we will directly see how to convert this, or how to write the place value of the digits which comes after the decimal point. Okay, now here you can see the number 210.86 is there. So the place value of 2 is what? 200. Place value of this 1 is what? 10. The place value of this 0 is what? Only 0. But the digit which comes after the decimal point, the place value of that 8 is what? 0.8. What is the place value of this 6? That is 0.06. Okay. Now we'll also write the place value of these decimal numbers. We'll see about 2.56. What is the place value of this 2? It is only 2. What is the place value of this 5? It is 5 upon 10, or you can say it is 0.5. After this 5, what is the place value of this 6? You can write 6 upon 100, or you can say 0.06. Okay, so in this way you can write the place value of the digits which comes in the decimal form. Now it is evaluation part. Now Samiksha is there, Hassan is there. Ratilal sir, please unmute anyone's mic. Yes, Samiksha. What is the decimal form of this 7 upon 10? It is 0.7. What is the decimal form of this 81 upon 100? Write 81. After that, what you have to do? Check out how many zeros are there in the denominator. There are 2 zeros. So leave 2 digits from right side, put your decimal point and write the 0. What is the decimal form of this fraction? It is, write 407. Then check out how many zeros are there. 3 zeros are there. 1, 2, 3. Leave 3 digits from right side, put your decimal point and write your 0. So this is the way to write the fraction into decimal form. Now we can write this mixed fraction into decimal form. As I told you, write this whole number first, put decimal point and just check out what is the numerator, that is 6. The answer will be 2.6. What is the decimal form of this? This is 3.24. What is the decimal form of this fraction? This is 3. Now there are 2 zeros in the denominator. So what we have to do? We have to write 0 first and then write 4. So it is what? 3.04. So in this way, you can write the decimal form of this mixed number. Okay. After this, you can tell easily decimal place value of this decimal number. What is the place value of this 3? It is 30. Place value of this 2 is what? 2. What is the place value of this 6? It is 0.6. What is the place value of this 4? It is 0.04. What is the place value of this 7? It is 0.007. So in this way, you can show the place value of the digits. Now students, this is homework for you people, which you have to write in your notebook. So the question is that write this fraction into decimal form. Now, as I told you how to write this fraction into the decimal form, so you do it at your home. After that, this is also homework for you people. Write the place value of each and every digit of the numbers. Is it clear? Okay. Thank you, students, for being here in the classroom. You listened it, you answered the questions. Thank you, one and all.